Steam Makers! Welcome to the Steam Machine. I'm Rachel.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Anna.
We want you to remember that Steam is as easy as
1,
2,
3.
Follow along with the Steam from Afar guide, enjoy our read aloud, and remember to play to learn no matter where you are. Hi friends! Hi Anna!
Hi!
Thanks for joining me today off the Steam Machine. It's such a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the wind is blowing. I thought it would be the absolute best time to share one of my favorite books with you. This book is called No Moon, No Milk, and it is written by Chris Babcock. Anna, do you think Miss Kelly will read it to us?
Yes. She loves to read.
She really does. And I love to listen. You stay tuned while Miss Kelly reads it aloud.
No Moon, No Milk by Chris Babcock. Illustrated by Mark Teague. When Rob came to milk his cow one early morning, he found that her udder was dry and her eyes were wet. "Martha, you're crying. Are you sick?" Rob asked. "Yes, sick of being a cow. It's eat grass, get milked. Eat grass, get milked." Martha drew in a quivering breath. "I want to do more than cow around in a pasture all my life." "Where else would you like to cow around?" Rob asked as he looked into his empty bucket. "The moon," Martha announced. "You can only go to the moon if you're an astronaut," Rob said. "Or a cosmonaut," Martha declared. "I'm not sure they let cattle into the space program," Rob said. "My great-great-grandmother jumped over the moon. If she can jump it, I can walk it." "But I never promised you the moon," Rob said. "Now do me a favor and let down some milk." Martha shook her head back and forth, flinging her tears through the air. "No moon, no milk," she bellowed. But Rob knew there was no way to take Martha to the moon, so he took her to Venice Beach in Southern California instead. "Hang 10, Martha!" Rob shouted. "Did you know there's not a drop of water for surfing on the moon?" "Cows don't surf," Martha said. I know, Rob said. "No moon, no milk." "No moon, no milk," Martha confirmed. But Rob knew there was no way to take Martha to the moon, so he took her to Crater Lake National Park in Oregon instead. "Look, Martha, a real crater," Rob said. "I'll bet the craters on the moon are much more mysterious," Martha grumbled. "But Martha, a cow won't fit into a space capsule," Rob cried. "No moon, no milk," she said. "I'm telling you." But Rob knew he couldn't take Martha to the moon, so he took her to Radio City Music Hall in New York instead. "Martha, it's the Rockettes," Rob said. "Rockets? Where are the rockets?" Martha asked, craning her neck. "Not rockets, Martha, Rockettes. And you can bet there's no dancing like that on the moon." "I don't want to dance on the moon. I just want to walk on it," Martha wailed, and as she took off down the aisle and out of the door, she cried, "And if you won't take me to the moon, I'll get there by myself." Rob threw his hands up in frustration and ran after his stampeding cow. When he saw she was heading for Central Park, he hopped a bus, hoping to head her off uptown. Meanwhile, Martha caught up to a passel of skaters darting through the park. "Excuse me, but could you direct me to the moon?" Martha asked as she trotted alongside them. "Follow this path, then hang a left at the fountain," a skater replied. Martha mooed her thanks and galloped on. Rob had just gotten off the bus across from the American Museum of Natural History when Martha rounded the corner and came to a complete hoof-sliding halt in front of him. A science museum, Martha moaned. What on earth can a cow do at a science museum? There's a replica of the lunar surface you can walk on, Rob offered. Martha was already across the street and through the front doors of the museum before Rob finished his sentence. Restrain that bovine, a guard cried as Martha galloped by. I hope this works, Rob said to himself as he borrowed a space helmet from a display case and ran after his cow. Meanwhile, Martha had lost the guard in the domesticated animals exhibit. I swear I saw a cow run through here, the guard exclaimed to the curious onlookers. As soon as the crowd and the guard had disappeared, Martha headed for the moon. Rob was waiting for her there with the space helmet. I pronounce Martha Bovine a true cosmonaut, Rob said as he slipped the helmet on her head. Then, Rob unhooked the red rope that hung across the path to the lunar surface and bowed. As Martha put her first hoof on the moon, she said, One small step for cow, one giant leap for cowkind. Martha had walked all the way over to where the American flag was planted when the guard finally found her. Cow on the moon! Cow on the moon! The guard shouted. Back to earth, Martha! Rob yelled, and they both ran through the museum and out the back exit, leaving the breathless guard far behind. So, how was it to cow around on the moon, Martha? Rob asked as he squirted milk into his bucket the very next morning. Oh, it was okay, Martha said. Okay? Rob exclaimed. Just okay? Yeah, now I know why my great-great-grandmother didn't stop to cow around up there. Why? Asked Rob. There's no grass, Martha said.
Rachel, that story got my brain moving and thinking.
Good for you, Anna. I am very curious. What was your favorite part of the story?
My favorite part was when the cow decided to help the farmer and give the milk.
Oh, that's my favorite part too. The cow's generosity really helped the farmer. Tell your caregiver what your favorite part of the book was right now.
We say that story was fictional. What that means is pretend
Yes.
or not true.
Uh-huh.
So, what part do you think was fictional in the story?
Oh, Anna, let's think about it. Let's think about the fictional parts, but I want to use the pictures as clues to help us think. So let's look. Here, I see a cow riding on a surfboard. I don't think that really happens. That part is probably fictional. Let's see what you can find. Can you find a fictional part?
What about here?
A cow on a bus?
Really? I don't think so.
No.
That's silly.
It is silly. Cows travel. They have 4 legs, but they walk. And I've seen them on big trucks. But I've never seen a cow ride a bus. That part is fictional too. Anna, that has my brain thinking. We've talked a lot about fictional or pretend things with this story, but now I'm wondering if any part of this story was true. What about cows giving their milk? Is that true?
I'm not sure. Maybe we need to research about it.
I think so. I have some other questions about cows too. I'm wondering, where do cows live? I'm wondering, where does milk come from? Is it good for my body? And really, how does it get from the cow to my belly?
Those are all really good questions. I'm wondering too, did the cows really go to the moon?
Oh, Anna, I don't know if cows go to the moon yet, but I bet one of our young learners will become an engineer someday and find a solution. You know, with all of these questions and thinking about research, I'm thinking maybe we should plan a trip to the dairy and we could find a real farmer to answer all of our questions. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea, Rachel. We will document our field trip and share our learning with you, our friends, when we get back.
Well then, we'll see you next time, friends.
The end.